We say the Corvette is a dream car for people, and so what we want to do is expand that dream.
It's more than just a car. It's more than just a sports car. It is an emotion, it is a passion, it is a vehicle that is larger than life.
It's just an awesome car. Interior and exterior. It's fast, it's comfortable, it's easy to drive.
One of the things we really wanted to do with the Corvette is to upgrade every aspect of the car in terms of the visual displays in the car, the use of materials, the kind of structure, the technology and the tires and suspension and everything. We looked everywhere in the car to see what was the latest and greatest, most advanced technology we could use.
Things like active handling, stability control, and performance traction management. Things like that can actually make a very experienced driver do even better on the track, actually improve their lap times. So the technology is there for you to use or there to turn off if you don't want to.
People, when they go for their first drive in the new Corvette, are going to notice everything's different. The body structure is almost 60% stiffer than the car we sell today. That makes the car feel really planted to the road, extremely solid, extremely secure.
We're actually able to take 99 pounds out of the body structure, 45 kilograms.
We've used state-of-the-art aluminum construction in the entire frame and much of the chassis.
We always use the right material. We'll invent a material if we have to. It's always about lightweight material.
For this first time, we're bringing carbon fiber all the way down to the entry-level vehicle. We use it on the hood and the roof because we want to take weight off the front and off high panels in the vehicle to drive the center of gravity down. The breakthrough on this car is really around the engine.
For the first time ever, we've incorporated direct injection, cylinder deactivation, variable valve timing, and all those three things do a lot independently to improve power, torque, and efficiency. But together they work synergistically.
The fundamental greatness of the small block V8, its compact size, high output, very low mass, is a huge enabler for the sports car.
450 horsepower, 450 foot-pounds of torque, which are our targets, and I think you'll see when the final numbers are in for the car's fuel economy, it will be unparalleled in the segments that it competes in.
Our active rev matching actually is one of the most transforming changes we've made in the driving experience. As soon as you start to move the shifter towards another gear, the vehicle recognizes that and quickly blips the throttle to get to the engine at speed it needs to be at. If you change your mind and move to another gear, it senses that immediately and will quickly move the engine to that speed.
So you have a very seamless and transparent downshift. It's a very unique feature, it's fun to drive, and it'll make even a novice drive like a pro.
Cars are becoming enormously complicated. One of the things we try to do is simplify that whole matrix of technologies and have the car easily customizable to any particular situation or driver want. So one of the things we've done is integrate all of those different features into a single function. It's a driver mode select,
which affects 12 different attributes of the car. Some of those are, for example, the magnetic selective ride control, the exhaust sound, the transmission shift pattern, the electronic throttle control, and we have 5 modes going from most conservative to most aggressive.
So as you change that drive mode, not only is it changing suspension settings and chassis settings, but you can actually see the transformation in the cluster as well.
If you love driving, the Corvette is really the car that will take you to that next skill level.
We've actually improved the steering stiffness of the whole system from the tips of your fingers on the steering wheel through the column, the steering gear, the chassis, out to the tires. We've actually increased the system stiffness 5 times, so 500% stiffer. When you design cars that are as capable as Corvette, aerodynamics is not an option.
Two of the big things that we learned from the racing program and put on the production car were the functional hood vent and the quarter inlets for differential and transmission cooling.
Well, you see a forward tilted radiator with a functional outlet in the hood. That's to route all of the hot air that goes through the radiator over the top of the car instead of underneath the car. Virtually every race car uses a solution. Virtually no street cars do.
Every detail, every element of the exterior shape was influenced by the internal function, be it cooling or aerodynamic flow or even downforce for stability.
A new Corvette has to look like a Corvette. That's the most important key. But within that proportional envelope, we really wanted to make some game-changing moves on the car.
The new design, in some ways, is a far more international design. It's in many ways a very exotic design, true to Corvette roots, but it's like it is grown up in many ways, in a very positive way.
The stance is now wider, the roof is lower, but without taking any interior space away. The wheelbase is a little bit longer. We've just kind of taken what is Corvette and made it longer, lower, wider.
The taut, stretched muscles that it has, and its very international flair that it has, and at the core, it is obviously Corvette. From end to end, you know what it is when you see it.
It's exciting to drive, and it's exciting to look at. And I think what we've done is we've taken some of that excitement and put that into the interior of the car.
Well, ultimately for a sports car like the Corvette, it's all about the driving experience.
You're one with the vehicle. Everything feels instantaneously responsive and very connected.
There are 2 seats available on the new Corvette. One is called a GT seat. It's a all-around sports car seat, so it's great for back road driving or for long distances.
And then we have, for people that are more focused on track driving, we have the competition sports seat, which has extra support for lateral acceleration and really worthy of the type of performance you can get with this car.
I think every customer that sees this vehicle for the first time, the interior is going to be awestruck.
All of the materials are very high-end, very refined, and very authentic. So there's genuine carbon fiber, genuine aluminum, cut and sew, leather-wrapped trim that really gives this feeling of craftsmanship to the interior.
We did this design, and at first everybody was so afraid when they saw it. They didn't know how we were going to be able to manufacture it. They didn't know how we were going to engineer it.
And we had to do some significant innovation in how we assemble the parts and how we adjust them at the assembly plant to get that perfect fit on every vehicle.
And when you get inside, it is spectacular.
The people see it on the street and they say, wow, look at that, I really want to have that.
This Corvette, more than any other Corvette in the history of the brand, is the best of everything.
It's a whole multitude of things, and every single one of them is better about the car. Drives better, rides better, has better structure, better fuel economy, better appearance.
From exterior design, interior design, quality, the performance of the vehicle, the handling of the vehicle, the braking of the vehicle, the aerodynamics, the sum of all this is spectacular. I love it. Wow, this car is cool.